Here's one I haven't seen in many years. I think we did it back in 2015. And as a matter of fact, this car, the wheels from this car are featured in my most popular YouTube video to date. Now we're a tick over 2 million views. And it's showing off a wheel coating on a really dirty wheel and how relatively easy it is to clean. Merely by spritzing it off, you know, putting some cleaner on it and spraying it off. Obviously that's not the ideal way, the proper way to clean a wheel, but you know, it makes for a pretty okay demo. We can see that this fellow is still in it's in rough shape. The reason being, this car more or less lives outside. Now this was a pre-cut pattern, of course. Don't pick on me too bad. Wasn't custom. We can see this is after, you know, like I said, 4 to 5 years of being outside. Only washed a handful of times. Don't pick on him too bad, folks. It's a carport, and you know, if any one of us has a physical condition limiting what we can do, it can make it really tough to stay on top of things. So it's easy to armchair quarterback, but that's why it's back to me now. It's going to be getting cleaned up. It'll be interesting to see how all of this cleans back up. Obviously, it's pretty rough here. Be interesting to see. You may remember this set of wheels from another video where we showed, after some significant amount of time, some really dirty wheels that had been coated and how easy they were to clean. Well, here we are, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 years later, and we are back with the same set of wheels. The car has been kept out in the carport, and as you can see, they are just a little dirty. Got some pretty old stuff on here. To this side. And the question is, will they still be super easy to clean? That's what I'm gonna show you right now. Let me set the camera up over here and I'll get rocking and rolling on this thing. We're gonna start with just a spray and rinse, and we'll see how far along we can get the all of this heavy grime, and then we're going to follow up with washing them the proper way. I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't pop off during the rinse. Oof. Woof. Swing around here and check out how clean these came with just a spray and rinse. Just wiped right off, barely touched it. Maybe see a little bit more grime right here. We'll see how that wipes off. I mean, it just wipes away. I believe that pretty much answers the question. These wheel coatings are legit. Step in again. I'm gonna get super picky here. We do have some hard baked on stuff right there. Whoops. I'm guessing that'll pluck right off though. But you know, when you go quite some time without cleaning the wheels, that kind of stuff is gonna happen. It's gonna get on there and there's no substitute for regular cleaning. Looks like we might have something here. Yeah, the same thing. Let's get this in. Get that little plucky. So a little wheel cleaner on that would probably take off what's left. Ideally, you'd want this to dwell for a bit of time. So in this case, we need to try a few different other wheel cleaners, and then when that doesn't work, I mean, it feels, I can barely pick up on what's there. I bet maybe a little adhesive remover would get that. I mean, you can see it's smudging away. The direction I go with it, a little bit more is coming off. So just a little consistent. Well, here we go. Just a little rubbing with the skin. And it is coming off. So never mind that. Now, I would not recommend going through a whole wheel and using your finger like that, because you will peel the callus right off your skin. But as you saw over here, right there, center of frame, there are a number of those little spots that need to be plucked off. A little bit more right here, it looks like. Nope, it's loose. At any rate, there you go. The proof is in the pudding. And the stuff works. I will go back and see what the date was that we coated these wheels. And I'll put it in the description below. I probably should have already had that. I don't, forgive me. But I'll put it in the description below so you know the date that it was applied. And you know that it was sitting in an open carport, and these wheels have been very rarely cleaned. Of course, the paint was coated just the same as the wheels were, and as you can see, he is a little rough. Just a little rough. The hard stuck on stuff. And so we're gonna use a 10% mix. Here's a little bit of a pre-treat. Just rinse it off and see how it does with just a rinse. Looks like it's moving some of the stuff just sitting up on the surface, pretty normal. But let's see how well it does at breaking it down. We're gonna let that sit on for just a few moments. Hey buddy, can I get you to hold this and just hold it about like so? Let's see how she does. Thank you, sir. That is pretty all right. That is pretty okay. For sitting outside a number of years, very few washes. Very few. Let's go one step further here. Get a little bit back on here. And I'm gonna just gently brush out these edges. This is how we're going to go about getting this car decontaminated. Sorry if the camera's coming off, I'm focusing on the work, not my camera work. we're gonna have some extra grimy stuff in here. I did not really hit that with any water pressure. Giving it just a little, whoops, little bit of agitation with the brush here. But it is cleaning up. Not bad at all. All right. It's doing good. Doing good. This would need one more application. Now I guess I didn't really brush in this corner, but from here to here I can see some stuff really just barely tucked in there. Just all the way in the very little back edge through here. But it's all gonna clean up like a dime. Got some scuffs. There you go. It's doing pretty okay for its lifestyle. We're gonna get the whole thing cleaned up and show you a nice shiny car. We're back. It's cleaned up. We've done the wash and decon. As you can see, she is nice and clean in all the right places, the nooks, the crannies. Everything looks really nice. I'm gonna go back and see about popping that thing up. I know it's been there a minute. Same over here. All the plastics, rubbers, they've all been cleaned out as much as they can be. Anything left is either, if you're able to see anything, like it looks like in the groove here there might be a white line. It's not, it's actually the overhead lights reflecting. But everything that can be cleaned off has been cleaned off. If it isn't, she is stained. But as you can tell, physically clean. Very nice. Same with the wheels. Cleaned up really well. The wheel wells cleaned up very well. Front end cleaned up well. You know what? I'm picking on my work, our work here. And I just found something I do not like. I don't like that. I need to come back and get this out. What? I'll take you with me. It's funny how such a relatively minor thing can stand out. But I am going to get that off. Let's do this. We will set that camera up. And see it okay. Put you over here instead. Yep, there goes. This is one of those examples of how It's never really done. Every time you look at it. Every time I look at it, I'll find something I didn't like. There we go. Bingo. Now it's right. You can see the edges cleaned up really swell. Let's pick on it. Yep. Oh, no. Hold on. Got a little bit more to touch on. Through there. Through there. I'll let you hang out for a second. See what's going on with this. Oh, God. Oh, we're getting it. All right, let's look at it again. And this is one the boss always checks it all over. A minor thing that makes a big difference. At least to me, makes a really big difference. And that's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. There we go. Yeah. So the clean and condition is out of the way. And we hit the mark here. I feel very confident. And guess what? I'm going to be double checking this fella too. I'm going to save you the time. It looks pretty alright. I'm pretty happy with this. And yeah, I think that's a nice little turnaround for this vehicle. What do you think? Pretty big difference in how it came in. Let's pick on our work a little more here. Let's check out the hardware. Yes, the hardware has been cleaned out very well. Looking all right. See y'all around.
Let's get in the video.